So just gently close your eyes and take some time now, letting your body settle and finding the most comfortable place for every part of your body, so you can just settle down and let yourself go. Take a deep breath, fill your lungs completely, and then let that breath out slowly through your mouth. As you lie there listening to my voice, let yourself feel present and still. And as you listen to my voice, you will become more and more relaxed, calm. But remember, there is no right or wrong way to do this. You may choose to focus, to listen to my every word, or your thoughts may drift and dream. Either way is okay. You can't do this wrong. Now you are resting comfortably there, listening to the sound of my voice here, with your eyes closed comfortably. You can be aware of your eyes and of how you are in control, and how you could open them should you wish. And that's fine, because I really wouldn't want you to not go into hypnosis too quickly. I would prefer that you discover now how much easier it is to simply allow events to occur in their own time and in their own way. And as you allow that feeling to continue in a shoulder, a leg, a hand, as you continue to listen to the sound of my voice, the sounds that surround you, the ticking of the clock perhaps, or the distant murmur of traffic. Paying close attention now to those feelings, those changes as they occur, as you wonder at your own ability to let go completely and to drift into a trance, while your conscious mind has already begun to drift off somewhere else, allowing the body to relax and the mind to relax, without knowing at all how much more comfortable and relaxed you can become. I wonder if you can remember now those experiences of drifting off while sitting comfortably watching television, so engrossed in the storyline, listening to the voices as your eyes close to rest quietly for a moment in time, hearing the music or those words spoken in that quiet and relaxed way. When a word or sound brings to mind a particular memory, and you drift into that memory. Dream away for a time, come back to the words again, until the words and the music become a soothing murmur, a relaxing sound, heard only in the background of the mind, like a conversation overheard, a peaceful and quiet time, and the subconscious part of your mind continues to hear all that is important to you, whilst your conscious mind drifts off to another place, without really noticing that there is no need for you to make the effort to try to hear or to understand everything that is said or not said here, as you rest so quietly there. You really have known all along how much easier it is to learn when you are so relaxed, though I wouldn't want you to relax too quickly at first. I would prefer that you discover now how much easier it is to recognize the small changes, tiny changes, almost imperceptible changes, happening in your breathing and in your pulse. How quiet and comfortable you have become.
Relaxation.
How quiet and comfortable you have become. 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 How quiet and comfortable as that feeling of security relaxes you even deeper than before. Your unconscious may choose to relax just one of your fingers before it continues to relax one of your thumbs. Or perhaps it will discover that your wrist will be a handier place to begin relaxing. But the conscious of your mind can enjoy being curious about exactly where those feelings will begin. And now, please consider a stone being skipped across the clear, calm surface of a pond. The stone skips once, twice, 3 times and more, each time the interval shorter as it loses momentum, slowing down more and more as it strikes the surface. The peace and tranquility is disturbed. The water flows in ripples that spread in perfect rings, but then the stone can skip no more. All momentum is dissipated, its power lost, and so it slips quietly down beneath the surface, gently floating down past the creatures that live here, drifting down gently, quietly past the water plants, and nothing is disturbed as it finally comes to rest there, still now on the bottom of the tranquil pool. And on the surface, even the ripples become quieter as they spread in ever-increasing circles, to disappear entirely as the surface becomes calm again. And you can take the opportunity to quietly reflect upon those problems as you recognize now that ability that is yours to relax, to let go of tension, anxiety. Aware now of your ability to see things in a different way and to accept those things that seem to be one thing and then turn out to be something else entirely. And then the difficulty and ease that can be your experience, telling the difference between souls and souls, sun and sun, bear and bear, changing old beliefs, recognizing new capabilities and capacities, learning new ways of doing things. I wonder now if you can allow those feelings to continue, the same or to deepen even more now, as you try to remember all those things I have said here, about that pool there, that television, that stone that drifted down slowly. Even as you drift with your own thoughts and enjoy allowing that pleasant and comfortable experience of heaviness of arms, of legs, to continue there now as I continue to talk to you. Each word that I speak, relaxing you deeper still. And as you go deeper now, each easy breath relaxing you, calming you, you can be aware of how comfortable and peaceful you are becoming. As your body relaxes and your mind relaxes, filling you completely. I would like you to imagine that you are in a sailing boat, all alone, floating on a lake. All around are mountains, their steep sides covered with forest of pine trees, their peaks snow-capped. You have sailed to the very centre of the lake, enjoying the fresh crispness of the air and the scent of the pine forests carried in on the breeze, filling the sails at a gentle but exhilarating pace. The splash and gurgle of the water as the boat cuts through the gentle swell, the creaking of the rigging and the crack of the sails as they fill with each gentle gust of air. You can be aware of how good you feel, alone with your own thoughts, alone with the sounds of nature all around, a natural calm peace that knows no concerns or troubles. Nothing disturbs that peace. Nothing bothers you at all. Now the wind drops to almost nothing. The sails flap limply as they empty of the wind that drives the boat forward. The surface of the water becomes calm, still, flat as a mill pond, the surface ruffled only now and then by a gentle zephyr. You feel the sun warming your skin, comfortably warm, soothing and relaxing you. The quiet surrounds you now, broken only by the gurgle of water beneath the hull, the faint sound of birdsong, the occasional splash as a fish rises to take an insect. Calm, peaceful tranquility surrounds you and envelops you. You lie down on a soft cushion on the bottom of the boat, unconcerned at the lack of wind, knowing that the engine is there in perfect working order when and if required. You look up at the crystal clarity of the blue sky. Small clouds, perfect and white, hang above and around the tops of the mountains, visible from where you are so relaxed, so very comfortable. The still air carries the sound of some fishermen casting their lines from the shore, and there the distant tone of a church bell calms you, relaxing you more with each note. High in the sky, a jet trail marks the progress of an airliner, etching its progress towards the far reaches of this wonderful world. And you relax even deeper, feeling within a calm, comfortable heaviness that is so pleasant, so very nice. The boat drifts, rising and falling with the almost non-existent swell. You are looking now at the very tip of the mast as it sways gently. It appears to touch the clear blue sky above. The air is so clean here. You can taste it, and you can feel the calm tranquility absorb that gentle peace. And you drift too with thoughts that are pleasant and calming. You breathe in peace and calm with every gentle breath, breathing out anxiety and stress. Here you have time to reflect on those things that have caused you stress. You have time now to assess carefully and with a clarity never before available to you the importance and the relevance of so many different things. You realise that you've fallen into a habit of reacting in a manner which has proved stressful for you. You have reacted to stress in the same way that a bull responds to a red rag or to the matador's cape. You resolve now to ignore the red flags and to calmly reflect and decide on the most peaceful and effective way to live your life. Calmly, confidently, in control, knowing that you are in control of you and of your life. Things that are stressful are so because we allow them so to be. And you are now that person who is aware that you do have the choice. You choose to be calm and unaffected by the rush and hurry, to make unhurried and calculated decisions that are the right ones for you and those who are important to you. You can be aware now of the peace, the calm, the confidence that fills you, expanding within you. And you enjoy the stillness, the warmth of the sun, the subtle sounds of nature all around, the sights and the scents that can allow you to be aware of the larger world, the depth of the water beneath you, the natural world at peace with itself, as all troubles and cares fade into unimportance, insignificance. You feel so much stronger now, aware that the strength comes from deep within you. It was there all the time, hidden for a time beneath turmoil and stress, but now no longer shrouded within a veil of negativity and lack of confidence. It shines through, and you recognise the strength that is yours and resolve now to use that which is yours to your highest benefit. As the boat drifts, you know it can be so easy to allow the prevailing winds to take you wherever they will. But in your vessel, you have the power when the winds blow to tack and to steer, using the winds as you choose to guide which is the right way for you. And you have in reserve too that engine, that power which can mean to you that you have complete freedom in the way to go. And it can be so pleasant to drift, knowing that you can choose freedom, calm, confidence. And you will you not? If you ever feel burdened and stressed, you can choose to get into your boat and drift whenever you need to, whenever you want to, using the strength that is yours and so growing stronger and stronger with every day. And you know, one of the most important things in life is confidence. We all need a little extra confidence from time to time to help us deal with whatever life has in store for us. In fact, some of us may even need more confidence than others. And that's because we've forgotten just how confident we can naturally be. And you know that confidence was always really there in the first place. We just forgot to look in the right place for it. We were looking outside instead of inside, that's right. Because confidence is the key to success in our lives. Confidence in our ability to do the things we want to do. Those things we need to do. To enable us to achieve any goal or target we set. And you know that's where confidence comes from. That's right. It comes from within. There's nothing magical about it, although there are times when that's exactly how it seems to work. And we can accept this almost magical feeling of confidence whenever we want, simply by using the power of our mind in a positive and meaningful way. And it's what we tell ourselves that really affects us in our daily lives. What we tell ourselves really does determine how we feel. So if we tell ourselves that we feel anxious, worried, fed up, then that's exactly how we are going to feel. Whereas if we tell ourselves that we're going to feel calm, relaxed and in control of ourselves and our lives, then guess what? That's how we're going to feel. And it's true, isn't it? What we think and say to ourselves affects the way we feel physically. Those unwanted negative thoughts and feelings generate unwanted emotional and physical responses in our bodies. So what we tell ourselves really does have a tremendous impact on our lives and determines not only how we feel, but ultimately what we can or can't do. So why not begin by using the power of your mind to tell yourself you can start again from this very moment, living your life each day in a full and meaningful way, enjoying each and every moment, appreciating the wonder of being alive and well, here and now, realizing that there's no need to worry either about anything that has happened in the past, or maybe more importantly, what might happen in the future, because we both know it might never happen. The past and the future are only products of our thoughts, interpreted by what we tell ourselves, moment by moment. And as our lives consist of all these moments, then life can pass us by very easily. So if we spend time using our thoughts to worry about the past or the future, then we become trapped in the cycle of negative thinking. It's so much easier to become involved in the moment, completely involved in the moment, completely involved in everything that's happening around you. And when you do, you'll find it so much easier to remain calm, comfortable, and so relaxed, at peace with yourself and everything around you. Why not tell yourself that each and every day is an opportunity to feel relaxed, confident, and so much more in control of your thoughts and feelings? And this will happen easily and naturally, because you choose to feel these things by using the power of your mind, you'll begin to notice and enjoy the positive changes in your life as you enjoy every day, feeling more alive, more motivated, more confident, and noticing just how good you feel in your body, more energized, more healthy, aware of how easily you now function, both in body and mind. As you now tell yourself each and every day how relaxed and comfortable you feel, growing in confidence more and more, your mind feeling clearer than ever, becoming more focused, seeing any problems for what they are, putting them in perspective, and dealing with them so easily, so effectively, and so confidently that it comes as a pleasant surprise to you, and you begin to wonder why they ever caused you any problem in the first place. And then you realise that it really doesn't matter, because those things that used to bother you before in the past just don't seem to bother you anymore, because you know you can just leave them behind in the past, where they will never bother or trouble you again, because you've learned the key to success in life, and that's confidence. Confidence in your ability to deal with whatever life has in store, day by day, sure in the knowledge that your confidence is building slowly but surely. With every breath you breathe and every word I speak, until you rapidly become that confident, self-assured individual that you always wanted to be, that you are now and continue to be today, tomorrow, and every day for the rest of your life. Once upon a time there were two trees growing by the bank of a river, a tall tree and a small tree. And that small young tree, it knew how to wave and dance in the breeze. It knew how to be very flexible. And when the wind blew, it enjoyed changing its perspective. It enjoyed just dancing and moving and dancing. And it would see so many things when it changed its perspective. But that big tree was so inflexible. It used to envy the small tree, but it was a little bit scared of changing its perspective. It was a little bit nervous about it. So one day it asked the small tree, "How do you do that? How do you change the way you see things? Change the way you enjoy things?" And the little tree said, "Well, you must kind of let go and just let it happen." So the next time when that wind blew, the big tree really wanted to let go. And the little tree said, "You can do it, you can make those changes. No need to be afraid. Your roots go down deep in the ground and you can have inner stability. Even though you're moving with the winds of change, enjoying the dance, that inner dance of life, you can allow that to happen all by itself." And that big tree was so happy, feeling its way into a new way of seeing things. Because it had a new way of seeing things, it also had a new way of recalling things, bringing back images when it wanted to recall the dance. And that big tree also learned as it got more flexible in its behaviour and its perceptions, that what it thought was the horizon was really only a limitation it was placing on itself. And as it danced and swayed and danced, it could see further and further, fields beyond towns. It could even see the sea in the distance. And it was so happy to have a new way of seeing things, so happy to know that it could recall in a new way pleasant images and pleasant memories. Yesterday has gone, and with it gone are the influences that could make it different. Tomorrow is but a myth that you can colour with your imagination. But today, this very moment, all is real. And it is for this moment we live. And then that too is gone, either seized upon and enjoyed or wasted. And you can choose too which reality is yours. And you will you not?